Welcome back, adventurers! I'm an adventurer like you, and I'm playing Crusader Kings III. We are continuing the grand run to the end of an era. We have just passed the halfway mark. The year is 1172, and our emperor is Havuk II of the Dutch Empire. He's also the Pope of our own custom faith, Wolfism, and we are gearing up to take on the Byzantine Empire. Yes, that's why we made such an unholy marriage, I guess. We have plenty of troops. The only problem is we have a faction against us that threatens to rebel. And we just had such trouble, and while we could win by a stroke of luck mostly, yeah, we're not really eager to do that again, if I may say so. So, since this faction against us currently is just wanting to lower crown authority, we probably will just give in to their demands. Let's have a look at that, right? This faction here, Liberty faction, wants lower crown authority. Yeah, and our crown authority currently is at the maximum absolute crown authority, and they want to lower it to high. It's acceptable. It's acceptable, I think. That would mean we have fewer levies, right? Here their levy contribution is plus 35%, and here it is plus 10%. So that is a bit... we would get a lot less levies, but we have so many, and they would cost us so much, all raised up, that I don't think we'll have a problem. A total of 23 knights. Okay, well, we have 11 knights, so where do the other knights come from? Oh, we also have these still for a few months, and we can renew them. We have enough money. Yeah, the fallen knees though are a bit short, right? They lost a lot of good troops, so we shall not extend them. We shall let them go so they can rebuild, and then maybe hire them again. And we also have holy orders, the Knights of Santiago, that we can hire. It would cost us some piety though, because they're not directly under us any longer, and these are not available. Yeah, we're not at war, okay, but we will be. We will be. So I'm wondering what's going to happen to these levies once we lower crown authority. That's a bit of a question. So, yeah. Then, do we have any other issues we need to deal with? Come on. We can designate a guardian. Yeah, we will do that. We can imprison criminals. Olivier, are you in that faction? I'm not seeing him. If you're not in that faction, then I'll leave you alone, because I might actually need your support. Yeah, and Prince Willem, my half-brother, attempted to murder me. That's pretty bad. But he has cancer. And he only has a bishopric. Yeah, he probably thought he didn't get his fair share. Are you involved in this nonsense? It doesn't seem so. Yeah, you'd know better than to try to rebel against me. It's not like I need any more reason to imprison you. Yeah, just take care of your children, okay? He looks to be an upstanding citizen. Okay, let's do this one. Step golf. What shall we do for you? You have your charming, diplomacy, or intrigue. Yeah, diplomacy is a good choice. So, who do we have for diplomacy? Nobody. Nobody right here. Maybe in our council we have, yeah, King Leo. That's acceptable, I guess. Oh, he already has 2 wards. Okay, who is in our realm that we can send our son to? She's paranoid though, that's not so good. Yeah, he's pretty good, but he's generous. But Stirkov is not gonna inherit very much, is he now? So we might actually go for this guy. Although he doesn't have the full Grey Eminence. Right. If we look for that, then yeah, he's also, yeah, this one, I guess. For Ward Sterkov, you go there. Yes, okay, let's have a look at who's next in line. Jose, I checked the list of your knights. Good idea. Yes. I just wanted to see who is next in line to get educated. Who did we just send? Somebody 6. This one. This guy, Hendrik, is next. Yeah, he is good. Also diplomacy, I guess. Right. Set diplomacy for him and go back to him. Right. Why can't we? Oh, he's considering, of course. And here it fires. To my liege, it is time for you to recognize the ancient and inalienable rights of your vassals, accept the demands of the Liberty faction, or face our swords on the battlefield. I guess I have no choice. High Crown Authority spent 200 prestige. Okay. And we lost some soldiers, but only about 5,000 or so. If I'm not mistaken, we are happy to accept your proposed education arrangement. Excellent. Then here of award Hendrik. Yes. Then that is taken care of. What is this? Mercenary contract expired. Okay. And another one. Yes. Check the list of your knights. Let's do that. Knights. My wife Benilde is a knight. Do we want her to be a knight? She is amazing. She is amazing. She's given us many children. But yes, she is the one that is giving us all those nice extra boosts in our skills. So yeah, no, I don't think you should be a knight. My nephew, who is the steward. Do we even have anyone that could be a replacement? I mean, he's not the greatest, but oh, we do have some, yeah. Okay, so we don't really mind him being a knight. Who are you? You're just a knight. Okay. King Leo, yes. King Magna of Great Moravia. He's still young. Queen Sophie of Bulgaria. He's good for it. Yeah, I think the rest is fine. Lincoln of Italy, what did we think about her? Because she's the leader, she was the leader, right, of this Liberty faction that we just conceded to. And she still doesn't like me, but yeah, she would make for a decent steward. I was going to say, you look like a dwarf, and indeed, she is. And they're both unlanded. Ah, she is the... Ah, yeah. Roland's wife. Okay. Good. Okay, so we're down to 45,000. That's still a lot. Should we enlarge any of these regiments before we go take on the Byzantines? Because we can, doesn't mean we should, because of course it costs money. Especially once we raise them, and it will be a few years before we win that war. Yeah, what are you looking at, son? You're paranoid too, yeah. Like father, like son. So it's still Roland who stands to inherit the bulk of our stuff, holdings. But we were thinking, since he's not that great, well, his stats are decent for a young guy. He might be better because he's a genius, but he is generous, and he has low stewardship. And he's getting a martial education from this guy. Who else do we have? Ewout, now we're talking. Because he is Herculean and he is not. And neither is he. So Ewout would be good. But Ewout is going for a learning education. Who is teaching you? King Leo of Venice. Why? It's diplomacy. Why did you switch to learning? Can only change it once, so we apparently chose learning for him. Then why is he not with somebody who is a mastermind philosopher? Who do we have that is a good mastermind philosopher? This is not good because he's craven. This because he's paranoid. This diligent, humble, and arbitrary. Not the greatest. Yeah. Lady Margaret, diligent, just, and compassionate. That is pretty good. 39 in learning, yes. Or this, but she's very old. Lady Margaret, okay. You. Guardian. Yes. Why did this change? Oh no, this one. Lady Margaret of Award, Prince Ewout. Yeah. All right. I've been overwhelmed by stress. Why? Give me at least a reason. To serene havoc, we are happy to accept your proposed education arrangements. A noble operate for a noble spirit. That's excellent. Okay, so I just got overwhelmed by stress because of no reason. That's not right. We're swaying King Leo. Are we still swaying King Leo? I guess we are. And we're fabricating Hong Queen Alikan. Yeah, it's probably still a good idea. We could try to sway her too. Let's go for one more round of King Leo. And I think we shall declare war on the Byzantine Empire, shan't we? What are you doing, my dear? You are involved in a peasant revolt. That's a very small peasant revolt. Does it even show up? Where are you, my dear? Oh, here. Maybe. Okay. Was he left of Vilnius of the Byzantine Empire? Yes. The other thing, of course, is if we want to press my wife's claim on that, my second wife now, it should be one of her sons, right, that inherits both empire titles, unless we have enough to... No, we can't restore the Roman Empire. We need the Middle East and North Africa as well. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so we need one person to inherit both titles. That probably means I want to go for Dawa, being the genius one. And disinherit Roland. But no, we would need to see who stands to inherit the Byzantine Empire and make him our heir too, right? Or no, we can't do that because it will be our wife holding that title, right? So we need to get the same person to inherit both empire titles, and only after that can we unite it into one empire. And we need to keep the Byzantine Empire if we want to restore the Roman one. Okay. Let's go ahead. He only has 15,000 troops. He has no allies. He will have some holy orders, but so do we. And we have many, many more soldiers. What does he have here? He has cataphracts, but not a lot of other men-at-arms. Some bowmen, some mangonels, some trebuchet, but crossbowmen. He has crossbowmen, which we don't. Counter heavy infantry and heavy cavalry. Okay. So we have some armored footmen, our heavy infantry, and we have some light footmen, some pikemen. Okay. Maybe enlarge the light horsemen. If, when you can raise your authority back from the designated crown to your heir, to your son who will rule the best... Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. We can let it go for now, and then later, when we're well established and so on, before we die, we can raise it back to absolute crown authority before our son inherits. Yes. More light horsemen? Or shall we rely on mercenaries to counter the crossbowmen? I think we shall increase this a bit. Oh yeah, excellent. And Dawa comes of age. Proud to see my son no longer as a child, but as an adult, with sufficient tutelage. Even a child that has displayed little natural inclination towards warfare, such as Dawa, can come to truly understand it. Horseman in Holy Order, yeah, okay. And he became a brilliant strategist. So if this is the son we will designate as our heir, if he can get both titles, that would be interesting. He is also a famous champion, although his prowess is low. Well, maybe that will improve. But we need to get him married, right? Oh, go back. We need to get him. No, not you. Him married. So he has a decent spouse. My goodness. What can we do for him? We would want someone who is good at like learning and diplomacy, right? Or stewardship. As well as genius. For good genes. Yeah. Traits, inheritable traits. And that is 556. That's a lot. We wouldn't want her to be too old. Why can't I hear maximum age? 25. That limits it just a little bit. But it's also a lot of children, right? If we go for maximum 10 years age difference, that brings it down. Do we want at least genius? We want at least genius, and that's 87. And we might also go for Amazonian. That's 30. Okay, and then go with some of those skills. Cornelia de Bonacolsi. You look like a dwarf. Ah, yes, because your mother is of our dynasty. Yes. She's decent in stewardship and good in diplomacy. And then there is Leonida, whose older spouse just died. Well, I say just, but that is 8 years ago already. What, 8? 6 years ago. My math is off. I hope that son doesn't die in battle. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem indeed. So we need to hold out with assigning him as heir, right? Or disinheriting the other one, if that may be the case. But I'm thinking probably the older son will be the heir for the Byzantine Empire. So we need to go with him then. Otherwise we have two brothers who each will get an empire. That's not Leonida. 2511. I think the 18 stewardship is preferable. Yeah. This one, Fredericks' Leonida. Why do you say she's perfect? Because she has forgiving. Leonida, she is good. I just think Cornelia is better. Higher stewardship. That means possibly more a higher holding limit. Diplomacy, yeah. Cornelia got 21, she got 25. That's nice. But is diplomacy really that important that we need to get it as high as possible? Cornelia also has 16 learning. That is kind of important once we go past 1200. That is still 28 years away. Well, alternatively, we could land him and then he can take 2 wives, right? We could get both of them. No, I think I'm going to go for Cornelia. She is more balanced and has several really good stats. Alright, let's go for it. So she's Cisalpine Bonacolsi, that's like an Italian name. But she is in Poland. Or she's visiting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, what is up here? David the Wolfgang Mary. Yeah, we just arranged that. Oh my goodness. Another one of these rascals. See? This is not good. Why did you want to become a spy master? You're an idiot. Learning is your thing. You should have become the court chaplain. Now I have a useless spy master. Yeah. Hey, fabricate hook. That is not going to go well, so abandon that scheme. Abandon that scheme. Damn you. 55%. And how are my armies doing? Pretty good. Yeah, this is almost up to 600. We have another faction against us. Yeah, the French wolf is populist, and it's not really a problem, I think. Countess invited to me to a feast. I have more important matters to attend to. I decline the invitation and I lose stress because I'm reclusive. Well, 2 birds with 1 stone. Who knew it was so good to decline invitations? They are too weak to send an ultimatum, but yes. And there's lots of my vassals in there. Why are you still complaining? I lowered crown authority. You ungrateful bastards. Ungrateful, I tell you. Yeah. Nobody valid. Yeah. I could like offer her like one of my baby sons. Not that I particularly want to, but it will get her out of my hair. To the Duke of Crime, give him his respective king so that you do not occupy the position of master spy. Oh. Oh. Smart. Well, they won't have children, right? She will die and then he can go on and marry somebody useful. Okay. The Duchy of Normandy. Maybe we should give him to, but we hold that kingdom probably. Westphalia, yes. This guy kind. Oh, and you're Catholic too. That's a crime. Demand conversion. He will probably. He might accept. My faith is too strong. You will pay the price in this world. Okay, so does that mean... No, it doesn't mean anything here yet. Can we now imprison him? Or revoke his title? We'll succeed 100%. Revoke title. But then he will still be my spy master, right? If I revoke his title. Oh, he has a lot of stuff. He has a lot of stuff. If I imprison him and then execute him, I'm rid of him as well, right? And his son will take over his holdings. Good. Faction is disbanded. Great. So now he's not my spy master. Oh, that's great. And I can assign who I want. And revoke. Okay. Who do we want our spy master to be now? Because now we actually have some people who are decent. Duke Folk of Mason, he loves me. And he has decent skills and traits. Yeah. Okay, there you go. That's better. Go back to the other guy. Revoke his title. All of them? Why can I only do one of these? Even with shift, I can only do one at a time. This is an act of tyranny. Oh. Oh, are under siege. I see. Well, we can take one of those, right? Like Wien, Amstetten or Freistadt. Just so. He's still the Duke of Austria. But but they're having some local thing going on. And should I just like torture him or keep the mine? The mine where? There is a mine I know in Innsbruck, but that's not one of his holdings. What is this? Strategic marshes. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't hold Innsbruck. Where is Innsbruck? Somewhere around here. Here. That's where the mine is. Yeah. So is their site? I'm not sure. Yeah. All right. She's actually getting better. 17. It's not great, but can I like force her to be a knight? Well, that's not really in my interest. Next to Nitra. I'm not aware of there being a mine here. I know there's this one, Chaslav, that we hold, and I know there's Innsbruck over here. This you mean? This one. Which Duke? Force change religion, my Catholic Duke. What I can do is vassals who are not wolfist. I have quite a few. In the mountains, okay. The Innsbruck one, you mean? Probably. I have quite a few who are not of my religion. Wow. Do we want to deal with this right now? Not really, yeah. In the mountains, in the Dutch mountains. Not this one, right? You mean this here? No, he's a count. He's under me. He's fine. This one didn't want to. Right. Okay. Let's go. Next to Nitra. So there is this one, Queen Magda, who is Wolfish. There is this, Countess, who is King of Romania. Duchess Annelies. She is this Count. Great. Yeah, that's him. He's office. Count. No. I want to lose stress as well, so it's better. Solitude in the Great Hall. Ada seems to have been having a difficult time at our latest feast. She slipped underneath one of the tables and hid there from people for the entire meal. The important thing is that the guests know you were there. Keep the tray shy. Become impatient or focus on the food. You're getting a diplomacy education. Shy is not intrigue education. Okay. Why did I? We're at 104. We don't really want to gain more stress. Is it okay if she stays shy? I think it should be okay. She is the second of my daughters, and she's betrothed to the King of Romania. Who wasn't it last time we looked at it? He had only no. It was Italy, who only had one county, and it wasn't even in Italy. Yeah, I think it's okay for her to be shy. Right, we had here the Kingdom of Italy, right next to our capital. I have discovered that Baron Roland's inherited contract obliges him to more than you have collected. Time to right this wrong. Yes. Okay. And we have what? I cannot stand my imprisonment any longer. No. We do not want your money. We have plenty of money. We could demand conversion. We'll accept. Renounce claims. We'll also accept. Banish. We'll accept. Look at that. Weak hook. Will not accept. Yeah. This is an act of tyranny causing all subjects to lose one opinion. Yeah, sure. Now you can go. Bye-bye. And he became my rival, and he's at somebody's court in Hamburg. Grand city of Hamburg. That is not ours, it's part of Sweden. We have Bremen. Okay, so he went across to the Swedes. King Rastus of Sweden, a spindly, infirm little boy, but with some awesome hair. Yeah, Catholic and Sami. Interesting. Yeah, Gualada, that's a house from way up north. Okay. There you go. We're feeling better already. And we have 2 more titles to our name now. We got Vrijstad. Do we want anything with this? Not really. We could grant it to someone. Vrijstad is part of Austria, Kingdom of Bavaria. And we hold the Kingdom of Bavaria title. Very good. And his son is now the Duke of Austria. Yeah. All right. Okay, if we go for the Byzantine Empire, we need to get Constantinople, right? Which will be hard because they have extra defenses. He is winning against that. Okay, but he's losing soldiers. Constantinople has the Theodosian walls, fort level +5, garrison +1000. Yeah, lose stress and your extra duke title. Okay. Yeah, this will be sweet to make our new capital. Yes, we are still very close to the next break. Oh no, we're just over that. So we could go for a seclusion for 3 years. No, we'll lose some stress. Right. That is one thing. We have a position. Okay. We can go for seclusion, host a feast. No. Yeah. Even hosting a feast will lose stress even though we're reclusive. And it will increase our vassal's opinion. I think this is the one to go for. Right. Pilgrimage has nothing to do with stress. So hosting a feast, and if we still need to lose more stress, we can always seclude ourselves. Although that has some severe penalties, if I remember correctly. We're already less stressful. Wow, that makes a big difference. And low control in okay. Let's take care of these, and then oh, we have the Krijn Duchy now. Yeah, we should give that away. Yes. Low control, Ljubljana and Vrijstad. Ljubljana. That is now ours too. Okay. And Vrijstad. Maybe we should just grant this to someone and then the duchy title as well. because I don't see any reason to really hold on to this. And we want them to be not alive, but not a rover. Okay. The Duke title's in? Yes. So the Duke title is this, I think, right? Oh, that's Ljubljana. Okay. Ljubljana. So this is it. Yeah. And then the other county is part of the Byzantine Empire. Okay. And Ljubljana only has this. Yeah. What's your story? Venice is close by, right? So if their son gets both of that, that's fine. For your wife? Which one? The main one? She's the Duchess of Savoy. And then Ewout would probably get it, I guess. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. We could give it to her, land her. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to her. She has 4 sons, my goodness. Ljubljana. And crime. With the other country in Austria handing over to its owner by border, it will accept to be of your religion. Too late. No, my main wife is already a duchess, right? This is fine. Okay. All right. Anything else we need to do before we start waging war against the Byzantines? Ah, yes, this one. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one, thanks to the presence of Countess Hadewijn. We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seemed to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with her. What a good evening. Okay, and we have a faction, of course, because why not? I wanted to send you to Vrijstad. Here. Yeah. Okay. No, there's nothing we need to worry about. Well, this independence faction is getting quite big. What? Her again. And her. My sister and my cousin. Yeah, this is nothing to worry about, but she is getting a bit of a pain in the backside. Okay. Interesting. But you have a little son now. And I think I have a little daughter somewhere. Linda and Fenna. Yeah, that would give us a potential alliance. She is a bit older, but it will be fine, I promise. Okay, and her. Alliance formed King Sophie out of Bulgaria, and tastefully insulting, as plate after plate of food is brought into the great hall. An unmistakable smell reaches me, and I smile. That my industrious cousin, Queen Aliken, is sensitive to almond is something I sadly forgot to tell the cook. I bid you all welcome, and I pray you will find the food to your liking, especially you, Aliken. Enjoy. Ooh. But we just formed an alliance with her, right? Excellent. And that means that faction is gone. And my daughter-in-law Cornelia, yes, has given birth to a daughter. Venna is fine, yes. Venna is fine. Okay, that's good. And the faction has disbanded. And I have been overwhelmed by stress because somebody died. My sister Jacobine died. That's not good. Why did you die? You were slain in battle. Yeah, that is silly. And we have another faction against us. Another independence faction. Count Eastbourne. Okay. All over my shirt. We could all tell Duchess Jacoba had too much to drink, even though she insisted on showing us how sober she was. Simply rising from her seat proved too much for her, and now I'm covered in stinking vomit. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. As my guests depart, with everyone headed for their respective homes, I'm proud to say that the feast was a success. I have my wife Viviana to thank for much of its success, and I feel nothing but gratitude as she sees the last few guests off. Until next time. Great. No? No. 22 months. Peasant rebel. Which peasant rebel? Praha, Ile-de-France, and Chaslav. Okay. We force the seditious rulers to fight in your army, and I mentioned about your main wife so that you do not exceed the limit of vassals again. Ah. Yes, vassal limit. Okay, we are at the limit. At the limit. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, I think it's time to go for Byzantium. Byzantium. Yeah, the thing is, she will be independent, right? She's still my wife, but she has an independent empire when we do this. So it's really down to who will inherit it. That's a lot of armies. Attack in Italy, land of Byzantine? Why? I want to go for Constantinople. Enemy Holy Order. Ah yeah, we have a Holy Order too. This Holy Order is not that big. Apparently. Wait a moment. Defenders allies. Defenders allies. He now has allies. He didn't have allies. He doesn't have allies. His Holy Order is that big? That can't be right. No, he's 21,000. Okay. Holy Order says 7,000. He's got some mercenaries. Yeah, but we have way more money. So we'll be good. Which reminds me, I need to get Holy Orders. These are free, these are bigger. Let's get them. Okay. Can we get these two? I think you can only get one. My daughter Radhana has been impressed with one of the household knights for a very long time. After finally meeting in person, she has been repeating warrior's words to herself. Greatness comes in time. Be there to grasp it when it does. Yes, opportunities always come in time. Good for you. King Bering of Lotharingia is now our ally because he's betrothed to our daughter Wendelmut. Okay. Hired by you. Apparently you can hire these too. No. Yeah. Okay. So it should be grayed out then. I don't think at this point we need mercenaries. We could get some. How is the Fallen Nez doing? They're 2,500. Yeah. We can see, right? If we need them later. Okay, which of my... Yeah, you don't have a leader. You always show up without a commander. Where is that punk? No, not me. This one, right? There you go. Low quality. So these two need to merge up. You have the military engineer trait. So you need to merge up with these. Yes. Okay, let's go in. Catania and you. Where are these? Can you go? Oh no, can you go and sway the good king while hosting lords and ladies from realms near and far? Some opportunities to portray my chancellor King Leo in a good light have presented themselves. My lord, pray tell, who is the most gallant person you have heard of? King Leo, without a doubt. Yes, flattery will get you anywhere. Okay. So these need to merge under her. Very good. And you are very low quality. You are low quality. And who do we have here? The Knights of Santiago. They're pretty good. Okay, why don't you... What are we vitals, right? Go here as well. We're now a decent quality army. Only siege. Yeah. That's the idea. And the rest is just in case they come at us with their armies. I guess these can all merge up as well. 23,000 is pretty big. Okay, so this is my sieging army. You go there. You guys, do we have any place that has a higher here? Supply them. Maybe stay here until we know where they're sending their armies. There they are. Smallpox, my poor son. Today was given grave news. My son Sterkov has fallen ill with smallpox. The future is uncertain. Death lingers closely by his bedside, yet he might survive. Only God knows. The physician wants to know how my son should be treated. Well, we do not want this to spread, so drastic measures, but that is 22 stress. I'm already in high stress. I trust your judgment. Okay. Here, 8 months left, And maybe go right there. What? Defending a river crossing. Okay. Wendelmoed comes of age. Yes. I am proud to see my daughter no longer as a child, but as an adult. Wendelmoed, you became Midas touched. Great. Yeah. Okay. Not such great because you don't have the intelligence, right? Where did they go? And there have armies there. Smallpox. My son has recovered. Wonderful. It's like the AI reacts immediately. And now my son Hendrik has fallen ill with smallpox. What? No. He's a child. He doesn't get to decide. Be cautious, I guess. Where did his other army go off to? It doesn't seem he's fighting here in Italy. What is that? Ah, just some local stuff. Yeah, here they have some soldiers, but most of the fighting is here. They're going to Constantinople. Okay. Then so are we. And of course, they decided not to go after all. This is not realistic, right? The AI reacting so fast to our change. Oh no, it's still there. Okay. And we have another dangerous faction. No. They're all too weak to send out. Oh, these can send out a peasant rebel. Yes. You guys, why don't you go and take them? Okay, that's great. My son Hendrik has recovered from smallpox. That is great. And we now hold Constantinople. What are they waiting for? What does this guy actually hold himself? Dalmatia. Yeah, Thraki. Grunge. Byzantium, yeah. Diadora. Where is Diadora? Over there. Okay. Knin. Sonetti. Darmgard. Where is this? There. We could go and get these holdings. Not sure if that would help. So we have war score for occupied holdings. Held objectives. No objectives held. We need to siege down everything. And where are they going? Near the diplomacy perk. Alright, groom to rule. Let's do that first. Then we have another faction. Yeah, this peasant rebel. They're gonna be a pain in the ass, right? Popular opinion because of offensive war? Yes, of course. Okay. Well, it is what it is. We can send some mercenaries. The comfort of a friend. There are a few things I enjoy more than Ruggiero's company. Really, who is he? Just some random. It seems. A rowdy night in town and a lot of new acquaintances truly took my mind off my troubles. I'm reclusive. This makes no sense. After this short break, I was once again ready to take on my duties. I hadn't realized how much I needed this. Well, it is good to have less stress. We're still dangerously close to a break. Okay, we have swayed King Leo enough by now. I want to go and sway that naughty Queen of Italy, who's actually living in the Netherlands. You, yes. Okay, back to the war. Child of my destiny. That is the first child of possibly my heir. Or likely my heir. And he is now my heir, and probably he will become the heir of the Byzantine Empire as well. Okay. Class. Alwyn. Kyle. Dirk. Not really impressed by any of these names. Just doesn't feel quite as... let me check my list of old Dutch names that come from Germanic roots. Waldemar. There you go. That's nice. Okay, so even if his father gets the throne, he doesn't have the best traits. His son, though, has robust, genius, beautiful, fecund, and of course, divine blood. So, yeah, we're set for the generation after next. They're not actually coming to take back Constantinople. I am passing through Maastricht, the capital of my cousin Queen Aliken, and I receive an invitation to visit her castle. As I arrive, she welcomes me with respect and a tour. One thing that strikes me is that the place is full of unfinished projects. Ah, this one. I will stay for a while. A library where the books are stacked in corners, unfinished building projects all over the place. Most notably a whole dining hall and a chest of gold just standing in the middle of a hallway. Queen Alican's castle is a mess. The books, the poor books. Or the chest of gold is very unguarded, yes. I would do that first, probably. As I explained, the risks of keeping a chest of gold out in the open, Queen Alican's eyes widen in realization. Oh, of course it shouldn't be out there. Thank you, Pope Havok. Things are looking good, and there are other areas I can still help her out in. The poor books, yes. Bound books, loose documents, decorated spines. After a lot of reshuffling, there is finally some semblance of order in the chaos that is Queen Alican's library. Things are looking good, and there are other areas I can still help her out in. The dining hall. Okay. Despite all my efforts, Queen Alican's dining hall seems to be in a worse state when I am done than when I started. It was a bumpy road, but I have done all I can to help her. Now it is time for bed. I spot Queen Alican by the entrance, waiting to see me off in the morning. As I woke up, I hear her muttering to herself. "You really fixed the place up, but you ruined my dining hall." After a quick goodbye, I am soon on the road back home. Again, I was glad to be of help. And we are taking recess. Recess. There it is. Let's go take them on. Yes. And they're going away, so I think we should go to all of you. That's a bishopric, this is a barony, this is a barony. I think we should go and take this on. We have burdened with your oppressive laws for far too long. No more. We are done paying you taxes. A peasant's lot is to serve their lord. Okay. Rally the troops. And where are you? You are in Paris. Okay. That is a big army. That is a huge army. Let's see what we can do here. I think we need to hire 2 mercenary companies. First, let's change the rally point to like here and see who we can hire. We have 4,000 gold, so that's not the problem. And they are just levies. The Bavarian band. And Tingwith or the Fallen Knees. I think Tingwith. Hired. Okay, and go get those nasty rebels in Paris. We didn't catch her. We didn't catch her. Okay. Let's go back. No. Let's see what's happening here. That all looks good. Oh, they're trying to get it back.